So this is your Victoria's Secret model Hoofs, as you can see. It's very clear. See the hoof. And hoof there. Over there you can see the whole animal. You can see all the coloring, the exact posture and shape and size of the, I wouldn't say animal, but the hybrid. That totally glitched through the hologram. So this is Bella Hadid. You can see the fallen angel symbolism with the wings and some hoof-looking feet or animal feet. Where is the shoes? There's no shoes there. It's like more like a paw. Look how it becomes weird. Doesn't even look human. It's so tiny. Because it's a paw now, I can see a hoof there. So it is a hoof. So that's your fallen angel right there. Cherubim. I can see a clear hoof here. See how they walk on the hooves. It's a high fallen angel. And you have the V here, which is the Baphomet V or the Vildron V or the devil horns. Could mean multiple things. See how they walk. It's not a real shoe. Someone's actually walking on hooves. Look at the leg, how far apart it is, how skinny it is. They're trained to walk because they're trying to walk like humans. Because that's your angel. That's your cherubim fallen angel walking. That's not how humans walk. How skinny the ankles are, because the hooves usually have a very skinny ankle and becomes a big hoof at the end. See the ankle? It's very skinny and it tapers. Because these are not real shoes. They are holograms. There's no shoes there. She almost looks like she's standing barefoot. But then that's actually a hologram that has glitched out. Over here the hoof's very apparent, but it's like taking that human color and the human shape, but the hoof's apparent. So like that's the hologram rendering on the hoof. So you can see that nice transition between the human and the hoof, human feet and the hoof. See, that's a hoof. Human feet hologram over a hoof. So it's all over the place. One feet has a shoe, one feet has like just the partial hologram imprint, the partial hologram over the feet. Look at that. That's a hoof. Boom. And the shoe comes through. That's why they walk on high heels, because they actually walk on, they're used to walking on hooves, so they walk on high heels for that reason. So it should be a flat feet, but it's got that dent at the back and it goes up. Over here it's both feet like barefoot. Now you can see the hologram. It almost looks like a digitally created AI thing that looked like a real thing before. Now it looks digital because it is. Before it was like, oh, it's a real person, and then boom, like, oh, where did the person go? Because that's like a digitally created hologram. Bella's showing her tiny bum. Here you can see the hooves, you can see some of the structure of her legs, the horse type leg. It's in the Bible, it's described as a calf feet, calf hoof, or ox hoof, like a cow. Then this one, I can already see a hoof there and a hoof there. So I hope you can see the two hooves right there. So if you watch the legs, you can spot some hooves. Got the horses there running. Another horse here. Look at the back of it. Horsey. You see the horse leg there, or the cherubim legs, or what looks like a horse leg, but it reminds me of Pan. His legs look like that, so that's your cherubim. It's right there. So some, they actually put them there and they show them because that's who they are, and they will just put it there for us to see, but we won't see it because we are not trained to see that. We don't even know it exists among us. We don't even know that the cherubims or the angels have hoof feet because we did not read the scriptures. So when you read the scriptures, it's obvious and plain. And if you call yourself a Christian, you should know the angels have hooves. And when you see hooves in people like this, you should know they are from the fallen angel genetic, because the real angels, the holy angels, did not come to earth. Only the fallen angels came to earth. So if you see hooves around here, it's the fallen angels. It's not the holy angels. So Victoria's Secrets are perfect to study because they have the wings, they have the hooves, and they have like less clothing on, so you can study them as well that way. You can study the anatomy. We can study like the mixture of masculine and feminine anatomy they give themselves through the hologram. You can see their legs glitching out. You can see the shoes glitching. So it's a perfect way to study everything, because they're like naked. When they have too many clothes on, it's concealed and you cannot see. But when they're presenting this way, You can see their arms, their legs, their shoes. Like this one's shoes is glitching out and turning into a hoof there. So it's like one leg has shoes, but the other leg only has socks on. So you can study it like that. So that's glitching through the hologram, and these things are called three-dimensional AI objects that they can create. So it looks like they put the hoof symbolism over here. I can see a hoof. They put the hoof symbolism, like they make it obvious and they put it there, but it's just that we are not trained in that way to look at it and see it and understand it. Even if we see it, we won't see it because we'll just assume that it's a human being. So that's like a confirmation, because it's like they are putting their hoof imagery, or they're showing themselves in that way. So that's like a proof in itself, because they're always showing themselves in one way or another. Like they show their transgenderism, they show their hooves, they show their demonic nature. They're always putting it out there. We just have to train ourselves to see these things. So you can see the hoof leg there. All hooves actually. Wow. See? Not one leg. Would you classify that as a human leg? That is not a human leg. All hooves right there. Wow. So in this one, you can clearly see this pregnant person that they were advertising in that Victoria's Secret. You can see how it has these animal feet. I'm not sure what animal that would be, but it has that huge animal feet, as you can see there. And over here, that's Bella in that white outfit. You can see Bella's hooves there. It's clear as day. So that's Bella Hadid. And that's her hoof there. You see that? And that is Gigi Hadid in the white. And you can see her hoof there. How it comes to a very skinny, how her legs become really skinny from the knee below, becomes a hoof. So this is Ariana Grande's show, and you will see her dancers have hooves. I haven't seen hooves in her, but not in this video, but her dancers have hooves. Look at that. This one here, look at his legs. And this one here. So they have hooves. See this one here, right there. You have the hooves. And here as well. Hooves. And look at this man. How far his leg spreads. It's not even human. Look. Whoa. Look at his leg spread. I'm pretty flexible myself, but look at that. It's like, whoa. That's like someone's possessed. Wow. Possessed. Possessed. So when they have hooves, you can see here very obvious how it looks like, how it's straight, and it doesn't have a flat surface or a flat shoe. They're all standing on hooves. And see how far apart their legs are? It's just not normal, because they have a different anatomy, and their legs spread really far. And that's why they can spin so fast. Look, that one's got hooves there. Just the shape of the leg itself changes and has that horse knee type situation. Just the shape changes. So like the leg goes back and becomes skinny and has like horse type shape to it. Over here as well. That's probably where skinny jeans came from. Look how far apart the legs spread. Because they are actually cherubims behind this